Hey everybody, Kim Champagne here from the Traveling Champagnes. And in this video, I'm going to take you on a cabin tour. And I'm going to wind that up with a little sentiment about the virtual balcony. We're going to follow that up with a honest ship review. So hold on.
We're hitting the road, yes, we're hitting the road. The RV Champagne, there they go. From the west coast to the east coast.
So we're going to make our way to our room. The hallway looks very masculine. It looks really beautiful. The wood. Let's see, let's take a look. And our room is 521 and we are on the port side. Oh, there he is.
Hello.
Hi. And here's something I noticed. When you walk into the cabin, it's surprisingly modern. It looks very high-end and it doesn't feel like you're just walking into a room. It feels like you're walking into a high-end hotel. Uh-oh, what do we have here? It's the main event. It's the bed. But actually and shockingly, I slept really good overnight after all the anticipation of getting here and getting aboard and finding a room. You know, that kind of tires you out yourself. And this bed was so comfy. Take a look. Okay, so the bed is a king-size bed. And we have two nightstands. On the right hand side we have a 120 plug and that's basically it. No more plugs on this side. And on the left side we don't have a plug at all, so it's just on the right hand side of the bed. Now with this video I want to point out something, and there's a phone. We decided to show you something new. It has the flat screen here, which will swivel so we can see it in the bed at night, which is really good. Okay, so here we have the dresser top. We have waters that we get for being Diamond. We get 4 free waters each cruise. You have a coffee pot, a little condiments here. Okay, and let's see, and here is the refrigerator. Okay, next let's see how our drawers are, how the space will be accommodating. Oh, 2 boxes of tissue plus a hair dryer. Let's see how deep they are. Okay, oh, look at this. Mini bar and room service menu. I'm gonna take that out so I can look at that a little later. Here's another drawer, pretty deep, nice and deep. Okay, drawer 4 and drawer 5. So if I turn to my left, I have my vanity with a nice leather tufted chair and a small amount of literature that was left for the cruise for me and husband for information. An oval light. Let's see, somehow I'm sure that'll turn on. Yes, okay, right on. So for the plugs we have 2 120s, 2 USBs, and 1 international European plug outlet. Okay, we have, of course, the small silver trash can, photo length actual mirror, and we'll turn to my left again, and here's the bathroom. Now, before we go into the bathroom, let's talk bathrooms. Royal Caribbean has a reputation to have a moderate size bathrooms, and the Quantum of the Seas is no different. It's spaciously designed just like any other cruise cabin bathroom. However, you can turn around, you can wash, and there's enough storage. I do like the glass circular type shower with the Salton Sea actual soap shower head that moves up and down this rod. Really nice. Okay, and here's your footstep, so you can, if you're shaving your legs, you can put your foot up there. All right, so next, turn, we have a nice mirror here, toilet, and everything you might need. It's small, but it will do. Okay, and it doesn't have that thing for the bathing suits that pull across, but it has this so you can hang your bathing suit there. And two more actual hangers here that you can just throw your items on here. Okay, and that's our room. And here we have one more thing. This is the actual emergency ship plan. Now let's turn. I'm going to turn and I'm going to show you the room in its entirety as I back out so you can get the full view of the room. Not bad. Leaving the bathroom, we have the closets. So let me show you. This is your closet. We have two drawers here. And we have a multitude of hangers. Okay, one side for both inhabitants. So we have, you can put your short stuff here, long items here. We have a safe and 4 cubbies. So that's basically it for our cabin. And now here it is, the virtual balcony. Just take a look. And we wanted to show you that. We picked that and we says, oh, that'll be different. And this is our virtual balcony. Now, when you're looking at the virtual balcony, I want you to compare this to a regular inside room, because an inside cabin, because that's what this is an inside cabin that has a virtual balcony. So I want you to look at it, and what it does is, okay, if it's night, you can see that the virtual balcony turns dark. If it's a moderately clear day, you will see the waves through it. If it is a foggy day, you will see the fog through it. It's an addition, and it has a one-up on a regular inside cabin. Yes. And, okay, and we have a nice little seating chair there. Now we came back to the room. It's around, see, 5:12, and the virtual window has turned to darkness, so I guess it's dark. Yeah, that's really cute. Day 2, and this is the virtual balcony. How nice. Yes. Today we actually have waves. Look at it. You can see the waves on the virtual balcony. Okay, let's talk some real talk about this virtual balcony. If you're a person that has to be outside, or you like to be outside and to have your coffee in the mornings, this will not compare. But this will compared to just waking up in an inside cabin and there's nothing to view. It's really cute, and it really brought a little discussion every morning about how the weather was outside. And in that case, I'm given the virtual balcony inside cabin a 9.8 out of 10. And that's just because it wasn't a real balcony. But I think it's a great replacement. If you're on an inside cabin, it's really a conversation piece. Now, for the Quantum of the Seas honest review. Okay, this is not the virtual balcony anymore. This is the actual ship. Okay, now I'm going to give this ship a 9. Cut that. I'm going to give this ship a 10 out of 10. And here's why. I've been on over 40 cruises. I'm coming up on my 43rd cruise. So I think that should give me a little credit, right? Okay, and this ship has the best hospitality I have ever had. For example, we were in the buffet and my husband, he had ordered the omelet, or they cooked the omelet at the omelet station, and he had left and sat down waiting for the buzzer to go off. Okay, so when it did illuminate, the server noticed it, came up to him and asked him, "Oh, would you like me to go get your omelet?" That's service, okay? These servers and this ship, and I can honestly say, I'm a royal girl. This is the only ship where I've seen this happen. The hospitality on this ship was outstanding. And here's another thing. In many of the venues, if you're sitting there, you're having a drink, and this happened to us more than once. So we're having a drink, and, the server came up to ask, as we were finishing, "Oh, would you like another drink?" And we said, "No, because we want to pace it throughout the day." And he says, "Well, is there anything else I could get for you?" I was like, okay, well, no, but thank you for asking. This is the type of service that all cruise ships should be giving, okay, and having. And I think we're going to attribute this to the captain, because somebody is spreading that general message throughout all of the departments, because the first was in a buffet, the second was in a lounge. So this is coming from the top. Then the ship was so roomy, and it was a full ship, but it was so roomy that when we were in the solarium, there was never a time when we had to want for a table or want for a lounge chair. When I say the table, I mean the solarium bistro. But at any time while we were in there, there was never a case where we had to look for, a actual a seat. And I attribute this to the different entertainments that they had. They had the entertainment really spaced around, so everybody wasn't just lulled at the same time. They had several interesting activities going at all times, and that comes from the top once again. And then I'm going to follow the whole thing up with this quick note. We ordered room service, okay, so we're getting ready, and we knew the room service was going to be coming. So it was getting close, but 5 minutes before the room service was scheduled to arrive, they phoned and told us that it would be 10 minutes. They had a slight delay, they hadn't forgotten us, and that they would be 5 minutes late. I couldn't believe it. I was like, okay, well, thank you for, informing us. Thank you once again. So these are the little touches that I personally respect and expect from a cruise ship. So it's going to be hard for all others. However, I just wanted to tell you that if you get a chance to go on the Quantum of the Seas, this is a place to go, because The ship is already set up for luxury because you have spas, you have heated swimming pools, you have an adult only area, and it is well equipped, and it's really beautiful. So if you wanted to go on a ship out of LA, this is a ship to go on. And it's one of my top 10, but it's really one of the top 5. I have so many, I always tell my husband, I have a lot of love in my heart for a lot of different things as far as actually I'm a great Rams fan. However, I like all the West Coast teams, Seattle and San Francisco, so, but the Rams are my team. But, if they're playing anybody else and they're not playing the Rams, I'm going with West Coast. But anyway, so that was my honest review of the Quantum of the Seas. So make sure to book, and you'll have a good time. Until next time, and may your cabin always have enough storage. Until the next time, bye.